Alright, it wasn't 15 minutes. Alright. Are we on Skull Lost yet? I don't know what round this is.
Go back to air.
Oh man, I'm gonna call this video like rum. Just like me just rambling on about stuff. I don't know, let's talk about something other than Destiny, even though I'm playing the game right now. I think I'm place. Oh, no, this is the servitor thing. Alright, so I was playing this game called Fury, and it's actually really good. I actually might start recording me playing that. It's a really fun game, but it's really challenging. So if you're able to buy it or get it for free from PlayStation, try it. It's actually really enjoyable. I actually really like it. Yeah, there. Something other than Destiny for like 5 seconds. Now back to Destiny. So yeah, there's always this pilot servitor and then Skull Lost. That's how it always works out.
Pilot servitor of a war wrecked, fallen
Catch. Oh boy. Yeah, I know it's gonna be crouching. Wait, why am I using a sniper? Why am I not using a shotgun? Give me a second. You know, I'm gonna be using this comedian that I just got. I mean, I like this raid shotgun I just got, but this comedian looks real nice. I know I'm gonna lose special ammo. Which sucks, but it's fine. Same time. Yeah, so honestly, I know people are saying, hey, we want to bring back the year 1 stuff, like the raids and all that. And like I said, I kind of do too, but at the same time, I don't. Because I like the feeling of like in games where you can come back to the starting area and you can like see how overpowered you've become. Like for instance, Crota's End was always soloable. Like really, it always was from day 1. But now it's just ridiculous because, you know what I mean? You're light level 40 and they're like on hard mode, they're level 33. You can literally just breeze right through it by yourself. You don't even need like, you don't have to be a hunter anymore. You're not required to be anything. Sure, you have to glitch the bridge and all that, but I mean, like, you know what I mean? Compared to before, it's a lot easier. And I like the nostalgia of like going back to like Vault of Glass and be like, oh, remember when we used to like always have to wipe on this part, or we used to have to stay up there and use icebreaker to shoot the oracles. Now we just casually just go down into the pit and do the raid like it was meant to be. So like I said, I actually do. Or if they are going to bring it to year 2, keep the year 1 variants around like you did at Prison of Elders, because that'd be fine. But then again, I don't know. Now as for the new raid, there's no information, like literally no information. Rise of Iron is still a month away. And I'm not going to be like, oh, well, I'm speculating this is going to be in that. No. I'm just gonna give out my hopes. What I do hope is that I'm not gonna compare it to Vault of Glass, because everyone keeps comparing the raids to Vault of Glass, and that's understandable because that's literally the best raid ever. Like I'm not saying Crota's End wasn't bad, but come on now, like everyone loves Vault of Glass. Okay, maybe not everyone. I'm just saying a large majority of the fan base loves Vault of Glass. And I think due to the fact that when the game first came out, everyone's like, oh my gosh, all you do is guard and defend, ghosts. And they played the Vault of Glass at all these complicated mechanics and blew everyone's mind like, oh my gosh, there's more to this game. But yeah, what I'm trying to go is I hope that like raids, like when they emphasize, oh, it's a big raid, they don't mean big as in size, I mean big as in complexity. Like for instance, Taken King. The Kingsfall raid, when they say it's the biggest raid yet, I'm like, oh shit, like on the level of Vault of Glass, that's cool. Not really. I mean, I think there's more encounters. I'm not actually, let me think about it. You have your starting point, like Vault of Glass, so that's 1-1. You have Templars, well. Okay, look, I'm not gonna count it up, but I think it's either the same or just like one has more than the other, but it's pretty close. I think what the size, I think when they meant the biggest raid yet, I mean on like scale as in like size, like relative to the other objects. Like for instance, literally like maybe not 60, like maybe like 50-ish or maybe even more percent of that raid was just jumping puzzles. For instance, what do you do after you get past the first relic door? You do a giant jumping puzzle. And what do you do after that? You do the War Priest challenge, right? Well, you do the door to get to the War Priest, and then you do the actual War Priest, right? So that's whatever. Then you do a maze, and the maze, it's like, you know what I mean? it's like tedious. It's not fun, you know what I mean? It's like, to get to the next area, I have to solve a maze instead of like go to glass where, hey, just jump down. I mean, there was the Gorgon's maze, I guess, but you had a chest that gave you exotics. King's Fall and like Golgroth maze. It's not really a maze too. It's pretty small, but you know what I mean. It's just like time consuming. It is big, but it's just time consuming. Like, you know what I mean? Big doesn't mean fun. What I'm trying to get at. And then after that, you do Golgroth. Then you do like another like maze jumping puzzle thing. Then you do Sisters, which also involves jumping puzzles. And then even to get up to the Sisters, is another jumping puzzle. And then, oh my god, Captain no. No means no. And then after that, you know what I mean? Orcs is another jumping puzzle. So there's a lot of jumping puzzles, like, you know what I mean? And like you know what I mean? I felt like it wasn't big as so much as like big in scale, like not in actual like I mean, there were good mechanics in there. There really were, like especially hard mode. But like I don't feel like it was big like on the same level as Water Glass. Sure, there might have been more encounters, but I felt like the majority of my time was either jumping around or like trying to solve a maze or something to get to the next boss. So that's what I'm hoping that the next raid is. Hopefully it's not like a giant, like, you know what I mean, oh, to get to the next boss you're gonna have to run around in a maze, like, you know what I mean. Hopefully it's like a little bit more interactive. That's all I'm hoping out of it. Die. I forgot I was gonna talk about something else, but oh yeah, I know I was gonna talk about the reskinning thing. I know it might break the lore a bit, but can we please fight something other than the like same 3 enemies? For instance, you know, you have your Fallen, you have the Cabal, you have the Vex, right, and the Hive. I think that's 5 factions if I can count properly. It probably is. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. No, I'm not. Rescue Mag kicked in. Good perk. Anyways, so you have your 5 factions, right? And when Taken King came out, you have the Taken, which were basically reskinned enemies, right? But I do admit they do have abilities. They do have different abilities, and they act differently. I'm gonna talk about the Taken later because I love their idea as a concept, but I hate how they were executed. So basically they're like, you're basically fighting the same enemy, just like, but they look the same, like, you know what I mean? Sure, they're black and white and they have different parts, but they're basically the same shit, let's be honest. And then now you have the Shiva things, which basically look like they're basically reskinned Fallen. Sure, they're gonna have different abilities, but they're still Shiva Fallen. They're not their own thing. They still have like the Fallen like body model and all that crap. So I don't know, like maybe it breaks lore, who knows? Like I just want to fight maybe like a dog-esque enemy, like not a humanoid, like, you know what I mean? Like for instance, the Infested in Warframe. They walk on, like, most of them, or some of them walk on all 4s and stuff, like, you know what I mean? They're not all humanoid. I don't know. So let me get back to Taken. I like their idea, but I hate the Taken with a passion. Now see, let me explain. Oh wait, what was the other modifier? Light switch? Fuck me. So basically, oh yeah, for literally all you need is a sword. I'm gonna use Void Edge or Dreadfang because they use Arc and I'm not Arc. I mean, my other sword is Arc, so it's gonna be less effective. Yeah, I'm gonna end this part right here so I can save it.